Okay, welcome back. So, last thing that we mentioned was you all were landing at Jessamine. You would see, again, the very, very, very wide river. This thing is definitely, I think it was said that the Mississippi was the silver chain that held America together. That's kind of similar to this. This river is very, very long. So Jessamine is kind of a bit of a trading hub. That's why there's so many boats, both aerial and naval, stopped at this town. So, you all land. Oh, wait, nope. One thing I do want to do.
Got a roll check for Ellison?
Yes, but before that, she's going to say on the radio, "Hey, could y'all come up here to the bridge for a second?"
You will do that. We'll do that thing.
All right.
Sam. Hold up the door. Throws out the door. No.
Yeah,
What do you
the
think?
PA system is probably in the hallway, so it probably wouldn't wake you
Yeah.
up. No. But she would turn to see you all. She would just say, "Hey, I need to request clearance to land, but I don't know the name of the ship. What? I mean, I saw it written on the side, Mabe Shoe, but that's a stupid name. So,
Ah, Spencer, you should have given us warning.
ah,
Oh,
nope.
we're gonna pick a name.
Mm.
It could just be temporary. You could change it later. There's not like any registry. We just need something for them to write down as us. I mean, you could lie and just make up one, and you can make up one every single time you land. I've heard people do that before. So,
Sam's like twitching. So it sense they're doing something, and I have ideas, but I can't do anything.
I
Wasn't
screamed up
telepathically
whenever a
linked for
question
no
like this
reason.
gets asked.
also, how was the skeet shooting that y'all did later? Sounded really loud.
That wasn't the only shooting going on at that time.
That's fun.
We could call it the Anton Sokolov.
Shh.
Mm.
Yeah, yes, the
The elixir.
the
The Sokolov's elixir. I don't know.
the elixir.
The elixir?
I don't know.
All right. I mean, if you
It's
need,
just-
I don't see why not.
Oh,
You're a Sokolov, Bill's a Sokolov. We don't want the ship to be a
should
Sokolov
she
too.
not know about what just happened?
That's too many Sokolovs.
It's too many Sokolovs.
Yeah.
Just call it the
We're
elixir.
gonna tell her after we land.
Yes.
All right. Is that what you all say? The elixir?
Sure.
For now.
All
For
right.
now.
And she would request permission to land, and she would get it. And she would land very, very well. Yep. She
We got
knows
a
her
good
job.
pilot.
What's that?
We got a good pilot.
Yeah, that you do.
Hey, listen.
Hmm?
You ever seen Jasmine before?
Nope. I've only been in Sunlight and Dunwall. That's been it.
Take a few days, be a tourist, alright? We're gonna be around for a while.
I mean, I hate to say this, but y'all did promise room and board. Could I get a little something to help me with that?
Of course you could. And how much would be reasonable for that kind of thing?
She could stay on the ship.
Oh yeah, that could be board. Yeah, she could just stay on the ship, room, but
Yeah, room
food. Oh crap, there's food on the
Yeah,
ship.
there's food. We got
Dang
this
it.
all
All right,
planned
fine,
out.
fine.
We're not gonna just make her stay on the ship the whole time. It's her
She
first
can
time
go
out of the
one
city.
night.
Yeah, she
Restaurant.
can lock it and go around the city. She can
Let's
just
give her
stay
enough
here.
money for one nice
I know, but
restaurant
you
in
need to
Jessamine.
enjoy the surroundings while you're in a new city.
She can do that without
much?
paying.
Yeah.
And maybe like a quarter for one of those view things.
Can I have something for room and board? Here's a quarter.
Well, I mean, how much
Go
is
buy yourself an
reasonable-
ice cream cone.
How much is reasonable living for like 3 days?
Reasonable living?
Like a per diem.
Probably like 30 notes.
Sure. I'll hand her 40 then.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I could stay on the ship and eat here, but I'm sure there's a lot to do around these parts.
It's your first time in a new city. You gotta explore a little.
Yeah. Are y'all gonna do the same?
Yeah, in a manner of speaking.
We heard
We've got a
about a
few things we
party
need to do.
that we might
A
invite.
party? Can I come?
Maybe not the sort of party you'd be interested in going to.
Ah, yeah. I do like a specific kind of party.
What kind of party is that?
Yeah, just a fun one with a lot of action.
This one sounds a little bit boring. It's just gonna be some sort of exhibition. Rich guy showing off his stuff,
I mean, what's the stuff he's showing off?
boring stuff.
All right, fair enough.
Enjoy yourself for a few days, alright? I'll meet you back here morning of the third day. See if we need any more time.
The morning of the third day, he rose.
Well, I don't know when the party is, but I assume it's like a couple of days.
I'm sorry, the bed has risen. It has risen indeed. Okay. All right. Well, y'all have fun at that boring party with the boring stuff.
But we probably won't.
Okay. Well,
You have fun.
I guess
as
just
always.
exist and be what's the word? Content there.
Hopefully we'll do some of that.
All right. There you go.
We appreciate the smooth voyage and quick one.
Of course. I'll be taking care of the elixir while you all are gone.
We'll come up with a better name than that.
It's better than Mape Shoe. Why don't you
The previous owner didn't seem one for artistic sense.
At least you bought a good airship.
We bought it.
Anyway, we'll see you in Mr. Ezra.
All right.
So, I guess we'll meet. Well, I guess LG and Grounder are probably already here.
Yes.
We need a crutch for Sebastian.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't crawl everywhere. I'm sorry.
Nice try.
Is there like
There
where
would-
do you get one? The market?
That's a good
Well,
question. You could
use-
make one. This
Make
is
a
a bad
bow.
idea, but you could use a rifle as one. But
No.
Woo!
Is there
Actually, that
No
is a bad
weapons.
idea. St-
This gun is your cane.
Yeah.
It is only your cane.
do we have
Do
any
not shoot the gun that we put in your
wood,
hand. It is
like-
loaded.
There is a lot of wood. There are
Because
still
I
some
forgot to
crates in the
take out
hold
the
that you could
bullet.
use for.
Okay.
Which you could
wood.
shoot.
I would also say it would
Don't
probably
shoot up,
be
though.
easy to buy a crutch.
How much would
town.
that cost?
Like 3 notes. No. Okay. Probably like 10. Sorry.
If Sab pays for it, we could just do that.
Yeah. I am eternally divided over like wanting to represent the American West and its prices where, it's like a penny buys you candy. And then like Dishonored's economy, which is just like, oh, you want to buy this like just a simple like bullet? That'll cost you like $50. It's like, what? No. I don't know. So,
We've been making it work.
yeah. Okay. That's good.
So I'm gonna go wake up Sebastian.
No, I want to sleep.
Sebastian, we're here.
Fine.
So we-
Bam.
Come-
Drag.
He's gonna come in.
Drag. Drag.
He's gonna pick you up and put your arm. over
Yeah,
my
you could do
shoulder.
the, brothers in arms
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
This feels weird. Let's do this.
Don't think about it.
This feels weird. Don't think about it.
Don't think about
Oh.
it. I swear I'm not.
Just take picture. It's your letter. Just there. All right, let's keep going. Let's forget. It. Go. Where are we going? Are we in Jessamine?
Yes, we're gonna go find you a crutch so we don't have to do this.
Now I'm gonna look like a real cripple.
You are.
No, but like, I'm gonna look really messed up. People have a lot of pigments.
Well, that's your own fault and your own doing.
No, we can make a lot of money on this.
We can make a lot of what?
We
Money
can
on
make
this.
a lot of money on this.
How so?
I look unnaturally pale. I'm super skinny. I'm scarred up. My leg doesn't work. I literally look like I have been sickly my entire life.
Do you make a lot of money doing that?
Panhandling?
Could I have?
You can beg. Yeah. Anybody can beg.
before.
I
You've-
take 5
wait,
points
you've
to
begged
all the
before?
beggars.
I'm sure in his. Oh yes, yeah.
I mean, some people have low periods in their
Actually,
life.
has come to think of it.
Do you have no dignity?
Yes, I do.
So you're not gonna do this.
Well, dignity is different than I can literally get free money when I need it.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Well, if we need it.
We won't need it.
Okay. See where that is. Out of money. Need to buy void right for our ship. We need for fuel.
You're not going to
Yeah.
be getting enough by begging.
We all begged. Make an enterprise out of it. I had this one. Well, I've heard about people who just set this whole system, and by the time they're probably getting near,
Yeah,
going
the,
on-
the ramp. Yeah.
As they were doing that, I would ask Anton, do you mind if I take you aside for a moment?
That's fine.
So, can you tell me a bit more specifically what you saw in the vision?
Well, it was. I'm sorry. There was a little more to it, and it was. This isn't quite it, but it was something like that. There was something about the eyes, and
You
I'll do a better job if I can get some paint.
you saw him like this.
Well, it actually
Melting.
was a little worse than that after, but yeah. And there was something with the eyes. They were glowing. Um, they weren't like normal eyes.
The outsider had all black eyes.
These
it
were
would make sense.
very different than that.
Different how?
Glowing yellow. They had pupils, and that wasn't. Well, I guess you wouldn't know if that outsider had pupils if he had all black eyes.
You know, it was all black completely. There's been enough depictions of him since then that have.
What he's saying is you wouldn't know if you had black pupils inside of black eyes.
Oh, okay, all right, that's fair. It's a little hard to know.
Well, new outsiders, new rules, I guess.
Well.
Did he say anything in the vision?
Did Leo say anything?
Yeah.
No.
Is that who you saw?
There was another part of it that not fully understanding, but
Where was it?
I'd probably it's
For narration, for those of you who cannot see the sketchbook that Levi is passing towards me, the first picture he showed was a picture of Leo's face melting. The second one is is this charcoal?
Mhm.
Charcoal rendition of a body cut into different pieces that says torn at the seams. You saw this?
yeah, something like that.
What do you think it means?
I'm not sure. I'd like to clarify that. I think we need to maybe do another ritual, but maybe work out the kinks, make it better, spend a little time, do some
I promised
research.
LG I'd talk to him about it before I try anything like that.
Well, I mean, if he put in his 2 cents, and I mean, we should really refine it anyway, but I think we should try it again. I mean, I did see something with Leo, and I feel like it almost worked. It'd be a shame not to try again. I think this experience can help us refine it to the point that it does work.
You might be right. Give me some time to work LG to talk to him about the void language and see if there's anything more I can figure out about that. I did promise him I'd tell him before we try anything else. But, that's a problem for when we get there and when I have to tell him.
I mean, if he can help us predict if it's going to work or not before we try it, that might make it a bit better.
The protectors are at odds with the idea of connecting with the void. They want to shut off its influence.
Well, this is not really much their business. I mean, if it affects them negatively, then that's one thing, but we're just trying to do our own thing and it doesn't hurt them.
I'm just saying, he might not be as receptive as you think. But I mean, again, I'll bridge it across when we get there. Let's just learn what we can. See how we would refine it, and when the time comes, we'll talk about it again, alright?
Can always do it outside of his understanding as well.
Again, let's talk about it when we get there. It's gonna take us some time to be able to figure out what exactly happened and what exactly went wrong anyway. That's sort of what I'm hoping,
Make a talk quietly check.
I
I'm sorry, I
took
won't
Anton
always do
away.
this. What's that?
I took Anton away.
Where?
I was presuming that I was leading him like along the edge of the ship, kind of walking and talking.
Okay, that's what I thought as well. And I'm still gonna have to ask you to do this.
Okay.
Let's see. Talk quietly. 1 success.
2 successes.
Okay. Continue.
I think part of figuring out what went wrong and what happened is learning the royal language. I'm going to see if I can get that from LG if he'll teach me. So playing nice is it's what we're going with right now.
Yeah. I mean, that suits my purposes fine. I mean, it's gonna take me a while to pull some leads and maybe find some interesting whatever I can, dig up
Keep me in the lead.
whatever I'm able.
Tell me what you find out about that, alright? Why exactly is it you were so interested in region of Leo?
Outsiders see a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means that they have a bit more information than the rest of us.
Information about you?
Information about all sorts of people.
Well, I know the people, if that's what you're interested in.
It might be easier to bypass that sort of thing. This is not the sort of thing that would be common knowledge.
What sort of thing is that?
Who certain people are.
Who
I mean,
they
I
are?
could search through everyone and see who sparks some recognition, but that's not a very helpful thing.
People you're trying to remember.
Yeah. The outsider might be much more able to do that. As
Is
well
it,
as maybe
Anything like the
anything
situation
else
with
related.
Sebastian?
not like that.
But you don't remember. People that you should.
Not many. And I'm not even sure that I would describe it like I don't remember people that I should. It's not like I remember that there's a hole. It's like there's someone that I've just not thought about for too long or something. It's like part of it's gone, faded. Now I wish it wasn't, but it already happened. That sort of thing when you know there was a memory and at one point you knew something, but then you threw it away because you didn't think it was useful. Now it's gotten useful again and you can't remember.
And there's nothing else tying you to those memories, those people.
Well, I am on a different continent.
But I mean, nothing else in the memories that point you back to where they were, who they were.
Not easily.
Going to an outsider seems like quite the length to take for a memory problem, even one as serious as that.
If all else fails, you gotta go with what you can.
You don't have to tell me. All right.
It's not my first option. I've tried other things.
Well, we'll keep it in mind then. We'll do what we can, and if you're able to talk to Leo, maybe you can ask him. I'm not sure I could find the words.
I understand that.
Could I have the portrait?
Of Leo?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose you can. I do need some sort of reference still for. I want to try to get down what what he looked like in that vision.
Yeah.
So if I could keep some semblance of his face,
You have the one you showed me, don't you?
that one's not ideal. It's kind of already melted.
Okay.
I'll
Well, why don't you give me
do
this
something
silver
else
graph
and then
now, and then
I can give it to you later.
I'd appreciate it.
So,
Oh, you have a silver graph? It's exciting.
there we go. It was, that actually was
Hopefully,
very easy to find.
please tell me the silver graph was not in the bag when.
Oh no, it along with a bunch of other things were outside,
Okay.
probably just sitting
Right,
there.
the ritual. Yeah.
That's also why I'm saying like I have my pencil and
Yeah. Okay.
like basically anything that would have been he would have taken out of the bag before starting,
Mm-hmm.
which includes the silver graph because he was using it.
Roger that. Makes sense.
Okay. Well, thanks, Sentinel. If you ever need to talk about this or try to sort things out in your own head, feel free to talk.
I'll show you once I get some paint and get down what exactly that vision looked like. I'll show it to you better and
Yeah,
see if you can
Mhm.
figure out what that might
you
what that
should.
might mean. It was kind of confusing to look at.
I can imagine it would have been. Show me when you're done. And then she steer him back towards everyone else.
All right. So, this entire group, which includes all of you, LG and Grounder, would be exiting off the elixirs ramp, gazing upon all that you can of Jessamine. If I could choose one word to describe the city, it would probably be colonial. It really seems, I mean, given that our colonial style derives itself from British architecture, but much simpler because we don't have all the vast resources that they did. It is much similar. It's like Little Dunwall. Pretty busy where you all are. Lots of shipping going on. You all allow LG to lead the way as he walks forward. Basically, to I don't want to say like a pickup circle for like at an airport, but to a road that's actually traversed by carriages and whatnot. And very quickly, you would see fairly large carriage with 4 horses pulling it. Pull up. There's just this like 17-year-old driver just on the top of it. That's a bit explicit, but pretty young, but nearing adulthood. He looks at you all. Who are you?
LG and Grounders plus 4.
What? You got 4 recruits? They're not really recruits, psych. They're just kind of helping us out. Can I even like take them back, or is that against the rules of the protectors? Trust me, they'll be fine. I hope. Right, everybody? You're not gonna like sell out any Imperial secrets or anything like that?
Cross my heart.
Okay, all right. Get in the carriage. It's a little tight with 6 people, but you all fit in. It's a very rumbly path that you all take. It is a brick path, so it's quite shaky, very tight. Not the best of circumstances, but
It's gonna hurt for Sab.
yeah. Psych did not know how many people would be in this carriage, so
I was wondering.
yep. He thought there was going to be 2. Is there anything you all would like to discuss while in the carriage, or would you like to skip to... Did it really call it Shademere? That's so weird. Yeah,
They called it what they called it.
they did.
Yeah.
That's right.
By a lake.
Maybe
Shady.
maybe the protectors are tired of naming things way too cryptically, and they're just like, look, Shade, Lake. There we go. Shademere.
I'd say they probably informed Sav, like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
basic plan.
Gave him the heads up. Makes sense.
Is he going to the party?
Yeah, I mean,
We would know about it later.
You can start a ruckus if we need it.
Who's better at starting a ruckus?
So, you all eventually arrive after probably like a 40-minute drive. Ride?
Ride.
It's weird because he's still called the driver.
well, he's driving, we're riding.
Right, yeah. There you go.
And we're the main characters, so it's a ride.
It's a ride!
Okay, if a language had a convention that referred to things based on the position of the main character, that'd be really funny. Because then pretentious people, you would notice after a while that they always refer to things as if they were the main character. I think that'd be really funny.
Man, I'm just an NPC. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yes.
considering we're the main characters and it's a ride,
That's
it's
right.
a 40-minute ride.
Yes,
still.
40-minute ride. You all would arrive at a pretty secluded. There's not like any like gate or anything around it, but it looks to be a very wide estate. Looks like just a single floor brick yet again. In the middle of an area surrounded by trees. I don't know what. I don't know why,
Shade
but
trees?
what's that?
Shade trees?
Shade trees.
Wow.
Yeah, but the word was eluding me earlier. What do you call an area that is like an open field surrounded by trees? What's that called?
An open area surrounded by trees.
Yeah.
Like a clearing.
That's it. That's so simple.
almost
Clearing.
more
I was
simple.
just like, is it a meadow? How about a glen?
Those are all words that can be used to describe that. It's just
Yeah.
that they have different flavors.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, clearing. Clearing, that works. You do see a glistening pond, just kind of out front of the entire estate. But it looks to be a very hastily built, but still expansive estate. Syke would actually park the carriage as much as you could park a carriage and start to hitch the horses to hitching posts or send them back to the stables. So, just wondering, are we still doing the whole party thing like in 2 days? Or are you just going to let that go to whoever steals it?
No, we're gonna do the party thing.
Sorry, I was talking to LG.
LG's gonna tell you the same thing.
We talked about it.
Listen, Cyclone. For now, we're gonna have to trust these folks. They're good people, if anything. And do you really think Grounder is gonna be able to do this entire mission on his own? I heard that.
That was
All right,
he
all
won't.
right. Well, I mean, make yourselves at home, I guess. Don't go into the basement, and I don't know, make yourself a sandwich or something.
What's in the basement?
That's my lab.
So you are the one who works with devices and things.
I do work with devices and things. That's right.
You made the radio transmitter and started the spike.
Yes, yeah, I did that.
It's quite
I-
a bit of work.
Mm-hmm.
Heard something. Someone told me about something powered by whale oil, I think. Some sort of thing that zaps people and then they just are unconscious. Maybe something.
Like an arc mine?
I don't know. I think that's something he mentioned, but something that might be more like almost like a weapon.
Like a stun baton?
Sure. Is
You
that
want
some?
one?
Yeah.
I've got 13.
Would you mind parting with one?
I mean, I put a lot of work into it. Can you pay me?
How much?
100 notes.
He's gonna hand him 90 notes.
He's gonna hand you 10 of those notes back.
You're really bad at negotiating, but I'll take it.
Joke's on you, it cost me 5 notes to make. And he just walks away.
Legend.
John secretly resolves to rob him later.
I'm gonna rob that man.
Ah, my pride.
Well then, let's see. The quarters are in the east of the building. Just call it right, Grounder. The east side of the building.
Which way's east?
The right.
That side.
So it's like looking the opposite way. This right, or this right, or this right, and this
Is that your right or my right?
East.
Which way's east?
That way.
Which
So you're right.
I am always. No, I'm not. I'm right now. It is east. I think.
You're east.
Yes. Due east. Straight east.
You're east.
87 degrees.
So towards you is east.
What's that?
That way. Towards you, because you're east. So that way's east.
Well, right now I'm standing north of you.
So which way's east?
what?
That way. Yes, that way.
You pointed the other way.
No, you're
I didn't.
south of us. If it's to your right, it's
Mr. Barrett, head
east,
up with you.
and it's
Okay, follow me. And LG's gonna lead you into the building. It is very Spartan.
He's gonna hand Sebastian off to LG to
Oh,
carry
okay.
in.
Okay. I mean, we've got first aid. We probably gotta crutch available if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
When we get to the porters, just see me in my room for a minute.
That's,
Um, there aren't really kind of rooms here. I mean, we get rooms, but there's kind of like a. You guys like bunk beds?
Yeah.
Beds.
Bunk beds
I'm
conserve
assuming
space.
Sab's gonna be on the bottom bunk.
You know what?
And there are many.
Nigel, you can have my room. Just give me a minute to clear out a bunch of stuff in it, if you don't mind.
Be chivalrous of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stay with the rest of the gents here. Or maybe I'll sleep over with Psych. We'll see.
I'll sleep outside her room.
I mean,
Anyway, that doesn't sound creepy at all.
you're her bodyguard. That makes
Mr.
sense.
Barrett,
Yeah,
we need to
that's-
talk about
that's-
your
We can
that's
do
schedule.
watches throughout the
Yeah.
night, but trust me, no one knows about this location. We're good. This is very, very
It's
secret.
not gonna
Well,
help
we
them,
know
just
about
give
this location, so someone does.
That's right for now. Hopefully, we don't have to tie any loose ends. I'm just messing with you.
up.
Go on in. Get comfy. Get some food or something. I don't know.
Mr. Barrett, if you want to accompany me to see Murray Atkinson later, that'd be appreciated.
All right.
Wait, the gun maker?
Mhm.
She's a cultist?
No, just a client.
Ah. All right. Who told you that?
My secretary.
Secretary. If I need to talk to you, do I need to go through your secretary?
Oh, I'll just ask my secretary.
She's not a prostitute, by the way.
and
Mr.
and her
Barrett?
and the secretary are
People do
purely.
not-
I
And
went
for the
Sorry.
record, I'm not an
also
escort.
important to know.
I don't. I've been just. She's introduced me that way.
mean,
I'm not an
That's
escort.
my
not a
escort.
problem if you are, but like
She
I'm
didn't
not.
ask my
you don't
position.
seem like it, and you do not seem like that.
That was a much more tactful.
Did
way to
somebody
put that
say
to the
that?
last guy. He said I didn't have the body for it.
Well,
You just see him just facepalm. Like I just asked these people to like conduct a mission on behalf of the world's security.
Michael
But
might even
clarifying
provide
who
under the
isn't is not a prostitute among them.
If the rest of you wouldn't mind in the future, I would appreciate you not commenting on that or that or that.
And she points to each one in turn.
clarify. We didn't understand this, so we wanted to make sure other
Everyone
people.
but you understood this, Sab.
About
They had different problems. I had my own problems. They, yeah.
well, my problem is not that I introduced myself as an escort, because I didn't.
Yeah, but, people
somebody
assumed,
did?
So it's good to
As
assume.
my
Yes, somebody
escort
did.
on a ship.
Who did?
Did.
Hazel.
Not an escort, not like
She
that.
described me as an escort.
Oh, like a bodyguard. Like
Great.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
She said a social escort.
So I think I feel like
were
the
words
problem.
she used.
No, it's like,
Oh,
a social escort.
that's not what I.
You know what? You guys were lying to get on board. I know Boss Durgan likes that kind of stuff, so you do what you have to do to get in. So it worked in the end. He's in prison. He belongs there. All's well that ends well.
To clarify,
guys
none
were
of you are a
lying about
prostitute
that,
on
right?
the side, right?
I am not a prostitute. No.
Good to know.
I'm going to go find a room.
Was a prostitute. No.
When I say spy, I mean a different kind of secret activity.
I'm gonna go walk towards the direction he said the rooms were in, east.
Please.
Level of
Goes well.
redness. Heisel's level of redness.
She has
Okay.
a purple mask. Hard to see.
You walk towards that direction,
Is
and
it
LG would.
reddish purple now?
Hard to see.
Okay.
So you head in that direction, and LG would literally drop Sab and run towards that room. Wait. You gotta
It's
let
alright.
me.
It's alright.
let
I'll
me
wait for
clear
you.
out
I'll wait
first.
outside.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
happy to just go virgin.
that's fine. I'll just
Okay.
Where
I'll
were
go
the other rooms?
What's
tripod.
that? Just right down the hall there.
Why, you got your secret void research in there?
You could say that.
Tripod. Seb begins trying to walk across the floor.
He
on
goes
all
in.
threes,
And
but his shoulder goes out. He's just like,
you just hear a bunch of rumblings. What are you saying, Sab?
Screw.
Oh, you're
Seb
crawling?
Went for going 3 go tripod, but then his shoulder gave out, and then he just dragged himself across.
Buddy.
He just
man.
looks at ground and
Buddy.
where is the infirmary?
Battery is running low.
Oh man, you gotta edit that out this time. That was loud in the last session when that happened.
Well, thankfully it's not that's not an output, so it's not recording it this time. Since I'm not recording Discord.
Ah,
So.
okay.
Well, actually what would happen first is you're crawling and you would just see Cyclone just appear right next to you with a crutch. You probably need this. Yep, here you
Seb
go.
takes it.
And if you pull this lever here, it actually releases an explosive device on the bottom. Like,
He's
if
not
you need
allowed to have that.
Seb's birthday.
A crutch, you monster! Look at him!
Explosive device. I would have thought that would have been obvious. Well, you didn't know.
No, I just
He
thought
tried
you
to kill us, but that was for a different reason.
Hey, wasn't trying to kill all of you.
But people are very concerned that it's going to happen again, and so no weapons.
were LG. He's just gonna,
You're not
he's just gonna
inspiring
walk away.
confidence.
Actually, you know, he's gonna walk towards LG and then run back and just unscrew a portion, like the cushions portion that actually goes against the ground. He would unscrew it, and so. There
It
you go.
actually
You
had
got
an explosive bottom?
Yes.
Oh my
Lord.
gosh.
It's actually he's not going to describe it, but it's an entry device, a shaped charge to basically you charge at a door, hit right where the lock is, it'll blow it clean off.
That's so
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
It depends on
If
the
I could
lock,
run.
of course, but it's
And
like
then
a
you
it's
can-
like a modern day battering ram,
Nice.
but with explosives.
Woo.
Yeah, it's a good thing we took that away.
Yeah.
Seb gets up.
Definitely.
Oh, this
Alright.
is much nicer.
There you go. It is quite comfortable. It's a well designed crutch.
He starts going very briskly down the halls.
Briskly down the halls.
Enjoying his new mobility.
There you go.
Also the fact of like how you can like use your crutch and then swing and then like
What?
he's just getting slightly dangerous now he's running.
I'm running with a crutch. Make a move check.
Yeah.
Watch him face plant.
That boom.
Alright, here we go. I'll move, I guess, quickly, swiftly. What do you think?
Carefully,
Carefully.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Normally, I'd say quickly when it comes to running, but
But the question is, can you run?
Ooh.
Oh.
so you wanted to use that leg again, right? Like in the future?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna.
It wasn't even a complication. Come on.
It's
Yeah,
2019.
I'm not that evil.
Alright.
Oh,
He
that's
realizes
still
that.
pretty bad.
You do trip. I just love how that's just like crap. What am I gonna do? It's a complication. You trip. It's just so easy.
the
to say.
go-to.
It is. It is absolutely the go-to.
You're running towards the edge of a cliff and you try to stop before you make it. Oh no, I rolled a complication.
You trip.
See, that's the thing is that a complication is not a failure. It should be a complication. So if you're trying to avoid falling, then the complication would not be falling. It would be like, I don't know, you lose a shoe or something.
Bird attack.
But it has to be something bigger than that. Or something falls out of your pocket.
Seagull
That's very
steals your
important.
pizza. You're like, ah,
No.
dang it.
No, it's
I
gonna be a
wanted
rat
that
steals
later.
your Pizza.
I love cold pizza.
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Seb then
Anyways.
gets up, dusts himself off, looks back, see if anyone noticed.
Did
Slowly,
anybody
watching.
notice?
I was
slowly
watching.
Perception.
walks away.
I'm rolling perception check.
I was watching.
Nope,
that.
I did not notice.
He slowly walks away. He's
Yeah.
still heading to like infirmary if someone pointed that out to him, because then he's gonna check his leg and see if he can figure out anything with that.
Yeah. Make a tinkering check.
Tinker.
Is it obvious where the
Cleverly or
basement
carefully?
would be?
What's that?
Is it obvious where the basement would be?
It would not be hard to find.
Don't go to the basement immediately.
Okay,
Ask about what
not
the
a-
basement is.
Well,
So he
yeah.
makes a success.
To the
and a
GM, that's
complication.
different.
A success and a complication.
Oh no.
You trip. No. That is not going to be it, unfortunately.
This crutch is
Um,
awful, man. keep tripping.
Give me the explosive back.
Okay. So, you're tending to your wound again, or wounds. I'm gonna say you start with your shoulder first, just because you're dealing with like your hands and whatnot. Things are going pretty well, and you take a bottle that looks like antiseptic. Actually acid, and it stings. Very, very like not like oh alcohol
Like
that's
water?
good, that's good for my wound. No, like acid, it's burning your skin. But you do wash it off pretty quickly. Take 1 point of stress damage. You read the labels a bit more carefully when it comes to bottles after that.
Slice is a death trap.
But your
Walks
wounds are
into a
dressed.
room and
Congratulations.
unsupervisedly pours the
I
first
will
thing he
say
finds out of
though
the
that because of what was
What?
rolled earlier
Death trap.
on with initially dressing the wound and the fact that wait, was it a did we say that was a grievous injury?
Yeah.
the
It's
leg.
like a
Well, it's like
The leg was
it's like
not the.
I had a
Yeah,
weird
shoulder
grievous
wasn't.
injury.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like a
it's-
sub thing, so
yeah.
it'll possibly heal in the
Sub
future.
grievous
But,
injury.
yeah.
So
You're
take
still
care of
not going to be able to run for quite some time.
it. The biggest thing is he's just trying to make sure that he will be able to at some point.
Yeah, yep. Which it is good to keep actually testing those legs. But yes, there you go.
Make a few checks.
You responded quickly when the acid happened. You're like, I know that like antiseptics are supposed to sting, but not this much. What's that smell? You know.
Burning flesh. Delicious.
Mm.
Wait, my flesh. No.
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 Oh man. All right. So LG would exit his room eventually, but he doesn't have anything in hand, so he didn't take anything from the room.
So he has secret compartments.
Traveling light, LG?
What do you mean traveling light?
I was expecting you to take things out of the room.
No, I was cleaning it up.
Oh.
It was a mess. What do you think I was doing?
Removing all your
Oh, the
embarrassing or
precious void
incriminating,
artifacts and whatnot. Yeah, I
events.
actually had the entire void alphabet just on the walls like you see in the classroom.
Oh, Sitter's eyes. It would have been that easy.
Mm-hmm.
If I had just gone into your room before you'd cleaned it.
Too bad.
Darn you, LG.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna walk in.
It's a very tame room. Nothing really interesting about it. This is a temporary quarters at most, but it was a mess. So.
What a gentleman.
All over in
Leaves his temporary quarters a mess. Disgusting.
what was it you wanted to speak about?
We didn't get to finish earlier. When we were talking about staying with the protectors. I want to hear your mind, Barrett.
I don't trust them. Some of them, LG seems more innocent, less connected with some of their more, I don't know how to say this. I don't trust Ren in particular, but these others, I don't trust them not to try to do a sin after they've extracted every possible use that they can out of us. And I think it'd be wisest if you disappeared for a time and just left the spike here and run to some other part of Pandacia.
If I get what I want out of this agreement with them, I'm fine with disappearing. But that's going to take a while.
What is it that you want?
I'll let you know down the road. For now, I want some of the information they have.
What is our end goal here? I'm putting my life on the line for this.
There are things that I've lost that I'm trying to get back.
Related to the void?
A manner of speaking. And it's important to me that I do. And I think some of the information that the protectors have will be helpful in that. And it's a mission that's worth the danger. At least to me. Again, you don't have to. I can talk to Maxim if you.
And one thing that frightens me perhaps most of all is what happens when protectors get everything they want. I'm talking what do they plan to do with all the spikes that they get?
Not keep them in the same place or use them.
How do we know?
LG said, at least.
And everything LG says is
No.
true.
The protectors are under a code. It's, I wouldn't put it past them necessarily to, try and take us out if they thought it protected the Empire's information, but, using the spikes for whatever void-related purpose they're in for isn't really in their MO.
And everyone in their higher ups follows this code.
They don't really have much of a higher-ups, if I gather right.
I actually would say that actually walking through this facility, probably in first room you would have seen is kind of like a common area, has, you know, very, very basic tables and chairs and whatnot. But you would actually see framed on a wall those 4 principles that I mentioned earlier. So, not very hard to see.
Everyone has their motivations for doing things. Some are noble and some are less noble. Anyone who can look at the Empire's history can see that among, you know, regions and others who, you know, abused the void and abused their own powers to achieve their own ends. And what's to say that there isn't some higher up that wants to use all these artifacts and whatnot that they collect and ensure that no one else has them and takes them all for themselves?
If, as we get to know the protectors better, that seems to be a possibility. Then at the end of this, we take our spike and we run. I don't trust them either, not 100%. But I think that I know what they want enough to be able to predict them. To some degree or another. Enough to know that I'll be able to be helpful to them and vice versa.
It's not my place to tell you what to do. I don't like it, but I've stuck with you this far, and I'm going to continue to do my job.
I'm sorry if it's been a hard one.
No. It's my duty.
You know I'm not defenseless, right?
Oh. Well, yes, I saw what you did to Sab.
I just, if this is presumptuous, then tell me off, but I'm not her,
You're not who?
the last person you tried to protect.
No, I know you're not.
Then know that I can defend myself and that I'm gonna try and protect you too.
Well, let's hope that won't be necessary.
Always good to have someone watching your back.
Yes.
Now, why don't we go see if we can enlist the carriage and go visit Marie Atkinson?
All right. So you all are heading out towards the front yard, basically, towards the stables. It's getting a little dark. It's probably like 7 o'clock by this point. You all left mid-morning. And as you all walk out, you would see a very, very bright light appear from almost the stables. There's like a small attached section of the house. You just see a light pour out of it. And you would see Grounder come out of that small building on a monocycle with goggles on his head. Well, I will be gone for a day.
What you're doing?
See you
if don't mind me
tomorrow.
asking.
I have some errands to run.
Errands?
Yes.
Interesting ones.
Yes. Given the distance.
Where's the distance?
Long.
Yes.
Very specific.
Indeed. Good day. And you would see this guy just gun it at like probably 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds on this thing, and he gone.
You ever want to ride one of those, Mr. Barrett?
Not particularly.
Hmm.
I prefer to walk.
So I guess we're gonna walk to Marie Atkinson.
You're walking?
Oh,
It was okay. You're gonna need to take a carriage.
okay.
Unfortunately,
We'll take
It
a
was-
carriage to
right.
Marie
That would
Atkinson's.
probably
Like,
take.
Are we going
another-
into town, or like is everyone going into?
They're going
town?
into town. I don't know if you guys are.
Sab would
Anton's
probably be
gonna
like,
shortly
"Ah,"
after this wander around and try to find Corellius.
So it's like,
Fine.
I-
What?
Corellius? Because he said he was gonna buy him new paints. He's looking for him. He's like,
That'd
"Where
better
did
be
he
one of his
go?"
errands.
I don't even know, like, where did he? This place isn't that big.
So this, I do need to buy some stuff.
Okay.
So, dress stuff.
Oh yeah.
Are you telling me or are you telling them?
Probably them.
Okay. LG would probably hear this as well. Yeah, it might be nice to get some decent digs for this party that's coming up.
I also need to
We
buy
can
a
multi-purpose.
suitcase.
What's that?
I also need to buy a suitcase.
Anton like walks out where everyone is. Do you know where Corellius went?
He just went
Who's
off on a motorcycle.
Corellius? Oh,
That's what they,
That's that's Rander.
Does he go by other names? Just so
He already
just
went
so
by a
we
lot of
know.
names.
Oh yeah, he goes by other names.
Did Rand ever tell you why they called him Grounder?
You know, some secrets of the protectors we have to take to our graves, unfortunately.
So it was some embarrassing thing.
I'm gonna leave it in a mystery for now. Makes it more interesting.
Fair enough. So, where did you say that he was?
He's here, right?
He just took
I
off on a
can't find
motorcycle.
He just.
What?
He said he had some errands.
Cyclone wasn't finished with that thing. Oh my!
He's gonna blow himself
He
up.
just
before he buys
might.
me new paints.
He just might.
Guess I'm gonna buy myself those paints.
He'll reimburse you if he survives.
We can always hope.
I'm glad that's your concern.
Hopefully he doesn't die. That man survived a lot more. But, anyways, yeah, things in town.
Sure.
You guys need a driver?
Be good. Sure.
All right. I'll take you all in, and hopefully we won't explode.
Unless
Horses
you've got an
don't
exploding
tend
carriage.
to do that. That's not one of the dangers of horses.
I mean,
I mean, my
You don't know
crutch
what might
almost
happen.
exploded, so
Today's the
I'm
day
just
of
the
firsts.
horses.
Hope they
these
didn't
are
load
Alexander II
explosives
wants
into
to
the
know your
horse.
location.
Speaking
Don't
of
ever
that, though, Lee
explode.
does want to look over the carriage really quick to make sure there are no explosives ready to
All
go.
right,
God.
good idea.
Oh,
Make a study check.
funny.
We're gonna end session with this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Lee's that guy that,
That
takes the oil
is
every time.
One
he starts
success
his
and one
car.
critical success.
Oh.
Okay. You do not find a bomb. You do, however, find a hidden compartment that's on the bottom of this carriage.
Ooh.
In
So
it
that's in
is
it.
contained 2 pistols, revolvers, like true revolvers. You would see 300 Morley banknotes.
Oh,
And you would see, what is this, like, small spherical object that you're not sure what it does. It's actually more of like a cylinder, but like pointed at the ends. So cylinder, and then I don't know what word you'd say for that.
Can I grab that one thing and stealthily put it into my
It's big. It's like,
No.
wait, what one thing?
the cylinder?
Okay. It is unfortunately too big for that. It is about twice as long as the owl.
holy
It's like
moly! So this is like the
about
length
2
of the
feet or
carriage.
something like that.
What's that?
No.
About 2
No,
feet.
no, no.
Oh,
just
the
means
No,
like
no,
the-
just
side
the
one.
camera part. So
Okay,
like this big. Yeah.
I was thinking something else. I was like,
Yeah.
that's big.
All right. I'm
Extended arm
gonna
length for
cover
those
the
at home.
compartment again. And
Did you take that thing? Because I mean, you can. I just can't keep it with you.
I can't.
You
hide
just
it.
be like,
You could make
Carrying
it
it
look
around.
like you had a really fat arm or something.
I think I'll leave it for later and come back and get
It's
it.
a fun surprise for later.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Surprise tool.
That is what we will
It's
end
not
session on
fun.
this week. Looking forward to next session. Preparing for
Party session.
party session. I know that is like a staple of Dishonored,
God, I love
but I needed a
We
direction.
need a
from
party
you guys.
episode.
I'm sure you all will enjoy it. We will see you all next week. Thanks for joining us.